Hi, I'm Millie Melton. My family and I have attended Bethel since 1980, and I am one of the senior adults. My story is that I was saved when I was 6 years old. I remember going to an altar on a Sunday night and asking Jesus to come into my heart. That was 75 years ago, and I've served Him since that time. I grew up in a Christian home. My father was an Assemblies of God minister, and when I was young, he farmed and pastored small churches. When I was in the 9th grade, he became a full-time pastor and we moved to a different church. Our family also moved into a parsonage. That was a house owned by the church for the pastor and his family to live in. It was usually right adjacent to the church. Ours was, and that had its advantages and disadvantages. I've been very blessed. God has been very faithful to me, and I cannot imagine life without Christ. I enjoy praying and reading the Bible, and I have a quiet time, and I've had it for several years, but now it's called 15 minutes in a chair. Many times it goes over 15 minutes, but it's a very meaningful time to me. I also have a special thing that I do, and that is a prayer journal. Mine is very simple. It's a spiral notebook. I draw a line down the middle of the page, and over on the left-hand side, I write down my request or what I'm praying for that day, and I date it. And on the right-hand side, when the answer comes, I write that down, and I date it also. Sometimes the answer doesn't come very quickly, but it's very encouraging to go back and reread some of those that I have written years ago. I've been doing it for a long time. I've filled up quite a few notebooks, and when I reread those, it builds my faith. I recommend a prayer journal. In my lifetime, I've seen a lot of different ways of doing church. I've heard a lot of different kinds of preaching and music. When I was young, there was a lot of hellfire and brimstone preaching, and we sang strictly out of the hymnals. But things have changed now. In fact, in the 37 years that we have been at Bethel, I've seen many changes. We are more casual now in dress, in conduct, in style of worship, and that's pretty common with other churches as well. Pastor Ken's sermons are instructional. He teaches us from the Bible how to live a Christian life and to help others. Our music is different now. We once had a choir, orchestra, special music at every service, and we also sang some out of the hymnals. I, for one, and I know I speak for other seniors, miss singing some of those old songs. I'm always happy when one is included in our worship. Well, at Bethel, I'm very thankful that we hear God's Word. And I'm thankful that all people matter to God and all are recognized. I think the work that we are doing to reach out to the community is very good. I'm older now, and church is different. But the most important thing to me is my relationship with Jesus Christ. Times change, people change, churches change. But God is always the same, and you can always depend on Him. He has been so faithful to me, and in my 75 years of walking with Him, I can say that He's never failed me. I intend to serve Him the rest of my life. My name is Millie Melton. I'm a senior adult here at Bethel, and that's my story.